And more than 5 persons living along the coastal lines in Lagos have been forcefully evicted from their homes. With the number likely to increase, there are concerns over the social impact of the demolition exercise as yet to be affected communities are sending an SOS message to the government with the hope that the demolition exercise will stop. And to discuss this, I have joining me a lawyer, Oladotu Hassan. We have many thanks for joining us on this hour. I know that you have been quite involved in demolition exercises in Lagos. Otodogbame, and then you also mentioned, I think, Ikota. So what do you make of this demolition exercise, especially as it relates to how the residents were evicted?
Well, quite unfortunate that our government have mostly failed in their responsibility, especially on the providing adequate welfare and security of lives and property, which is the fulcrum of the constitutional responsibility of every government. But as far as the history have informed us, especially in Lagos, we have the Maroko eviction, which battered the horrors of what an experience, the horrible experience of demolition. And from there on, there are a lot of demolition to the Otodogbame. Now we have the Takwabe, which was conducted within 1 hour without adequate notice to the resident, numbering over 20,000. So believe you me, these are communities of villagers that have been existing there for hundreds of years. They have been existing and living in that community as part of the residents within that area, even before our independence. So it's quite unfortunate that within 1 hour, the Operation Kurumbe, or the maybe being perpetrated by the Awase, maybe Naval Command, within that short period, it doesn't make any reasonable sense for any government to evict people without adequate notice, without even providing succor and every other legal.
I listened to one of the commanders I can't remember his rank, but he's in the Navy, and he said very clearly that illegal bunkering has been going on for years in that area, and that even that that demolition was slow compared to, what they actually wanted to do. Now, in terms of that, when you look at the fact that that's the nation's major source of revenue being tampered with, in the light of national interest, would you say that that was a wrong move coming from
I believe adequate security is also the sole responsibility of government. The way it's being painted is not actually what it is. We can't criminalize and behead a person not just on the premise of an information. As far as we are concerned, illegal bunkering has been on even in Niger Delta, every other part of this country. The people there, you must be able to differentiate between criminals and non-criminals. You don't bring everybody together.
Well, how do you do that in a place
when
where
you have in your intelligence, if your intelligence is very clear, you should be able to identify criminal. The illegal bunkering, who is reporting? Where is the police report? Are there no arrests? Is it as if we are just open
but
to
insecurity? They also said, look, in most of those houses, there were holes leading to those pipelines where, they could actually...
not all.
Not all of them,
yes,
but some of those houses.
That is where...
just allow me to ask my question. Okay. Because again, wouldn't it be right on the part of government to say, you can say one person should go, another person should go, but it's not better to get everybody out and secure that area for, again, national interest?
Well, yeah, it's a very good opinion if it were to be whereby as informed is the real issue. But as I believe, you can't quantify over 20,000 people and say that they are the bunker, they are involved in illegal bunkering, they are involved in piracy, and heaping all these criminal offenses at them. But I still want to believe the social justice right of the people must be adequately respected. The fundamental right of the people must also be protected by the government. Lagos state government need just throw these people away with the bad water.
Even if they say most of these people are not Nigerians.
We can't be able to. That's the risk we face as a nation. We cannot just blanket this type of vital information without adequate investigation. What we are trying to say is that there must be forensic, there must be due diligent investigation before demolition. we must be able to arrest, we must be able to prosecute. Now, all these people that perpetrated all this evil have been buried. Who is not going to face the consequence of all this? We have schools there, we have children that are living in that place, we have families that have been displaced. So these are areas. My own appeal is that, yes, government have perpetrated the evil, but there should be
You can
succor.
actually call it evil.
Because
I would have to correct that, because you can actually call it evil. Again, they say it's national interest. But we would have to leave the conversation there.
Thank you very much.
Lawyer Oladotu Hassan, many thanks for your time.